Hi guys, it's Beth. Welcome to my channel, Bourbon Creek Crafts. Today is Bringing Back Basic Grey collaboration. This is just a fun little collaboration I'm doing with a couple friends. One is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing here on YouTube. The other is Kathy, who is Stampin' Cat over on Instagram, and both of their links will be included in the description box below. But basically, what we're doing is we each have a stash of Basic Grey papers. We've been hoarding them because Basic Grey no longer makes paper, they make fabric. And so we are pulling out our stash once a month and just using not all the paper, we don't have to use it up, it's just we are enjoying playing with our stash once a month and just sharing what we've made. So earlier this year for the Joy of Blue collaboration, I had made these little mugs. They're like cardstock mugs that I covered in blue pattern paper, and they're like little get well kits. And so there's just things in here like tissues and chapstick and Tylenol, some green tea with lemon, honey, cough drops, just things that, you know, somebody who is sick might need or appreciate. So I decided, I pulled out this pretty floral from Basic Grey, and it was, oh, where did it go? It was Origins Aromatherapy, and it was a 2009 Basic Grey pattern. But I just thought it was so pretty, like the greens and the yellows and the whites. I loved that floral. I didn't so much care for the backside pattern, but I liked that there was a bright kind of solid pattern on the inside. So I decided to create kind of a different version of these. So this first one that I did, it's just a fry box, and this was from my silhouette. And so I just used the image that like the file that I had already purchased on my silhouette to cut out the fry box for me, and then I just put it together. And it's nice, you know, with the silhouette images, they come already scored for you, so all of your fold lines are there, you just have to fold it up and glue. And then I used a bow from a different file to just kind of decorate the front. And this, I used the yellow part for the bow just to help it stand out from the floral on the fry box. And also to help it stand out, I just kind of added a white oval, like a die cut oval behind it. And then for the center of the bow, I just used a brown button. So the other file I used, it's called a wraparound box. And so it's very similar to the fry box, but it's got like a pointed edge here, and then I don't know if you can see, like right here, it just kind of wraps around and comes together in the front instead of on the sides. And on both of these, I did size them up to like the maximum size that I could fit on a 12 by 12 paper. And this file actually contained the bow as like in addition to the box. So that's where I got the bow for the fry box as well. So again, I just used the yellow side of the pattern to create the bow. I have the brown button in the center and then a white oval on like behind it to help it stand out and to also help cover up where the papers meet a little bit. And then I created one of those packs that I had from my like Get Well that contained all of the goodies, and it fits perfectly in here. So I just thought this is just kind of a fun alternative. I think I have 4 of the mugs left, and then I can also offer, you know, some of these like the different type of boxes as well. Again, we are signed up for some craft shows in the fall, so really hoping that those go on as planned this year. And just thought these would be fun to sell for the craft shows, just so people can have on hand. Like, I mean, COVID is still, it's not going away, but between COVID and flu season, how many sick people did we know last fall, last winter? So I just thought these were like fun little bundles that you can have on hand and, you know, gift to someone who's coming down with something or not feeling good. I did have some scraps left. I had 2 sheets of this pattern, and so I was working with scraps from 2 sheets, and so I also managed to make some little 3x3 cards that can go with the little bundle. And I just took a die cut pieced flower that I already had in my stash, added it to the front of this one, and then I have scraps on the inside as well. This one, I didn't have any other like of the floral pattern pieces that were quite big enough to cover the 3x3 front, and so I just took the whatever size I could get and then added a strip of the yellow side to kind of help fill the front of the card. And again, this is just a flower, like paper pieced flower that I already had put together in my stash. So that used the bulk of those 2 sheets, but I did have some scraps left. And if you follow my channel at all, you know I am very big about using things up. So if I were to have these scraps left from any other papers that I was using, I would totally find a way to use them and not put them back in my stash. Basic Grey is the one exception for that, just because I cannot get any more of their papers and I really loved their patterns. So what I have been doing is taking all the little scraps from my Basic Grey projects and I put them back in my stash. And then at some point, once my full sheets are used up, I will come back and find some ways to use up the scraps, probably combining scraps in various patterns and see what I can make with those. So that is what I have for you today, are these cute little boxes that I plan to use as little get well bundles. Please be sure to check out Sarah and Kathy's links in the description box below to see how they use their Basic Grey this month. And if you have a stash of Basic Grey or really loved their patterns, you are more than welcome to play along with us using the hashtag bringingbackbasicgrey, and that way we can follow you. We can follow that hashtag and see what you made as well. But thank you guys so much for your time today, and hope you all have a very crafty day.